We are looking at this as a truly district scale opportunity. This area has now been consolidated, 10,000 acres, which has now been now in our possession. And as a result of that, we have access to a lot of information, 5,000 samples, 25,000 meters of drilling.
Welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Stephen Sirbovan. He is the CEO of ICG Silver and Gold. And Stephen, it's good to see you. How are you?
I'm doing great, Steve. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, excited to learn about what's going on with the company. I know you got really a exciting area in Nevada that you're looking at, and we'll talk all about that in a second. But tell me a bit about the company.
Sure. ICG Silver and Gold. We just went public on March 31st on the CSE under the symbol ICG. We are a mineral exploration company focusing on our silver gold asset, the Tuscarora District in northern Nevada. It's an area that's got a lot of activity right now. First Majestic is about 15 kilometers away from us, and they're accelerating their Jarrett Canyon project right now. We're very excited about the development that we have going on at our project, the Tuscarora District, and we've got a lot of activity going on. So our phase one exploration program will be kicking off this summer. So we're very excited about that.
So there has been work done on this in the past, but they had a sort of a different philosophy of what you're looking at. And, you obviously like the gold, but you want to add some silver in there as well, right?
Exactly. We are looking at this as a truly district scale opportunity. This area has now been consolidated, 10,000 acres, which has now been now in our possession. And as a result of that, we have access to a lot of information, 5,000 samples, 25,000 meters of drilling, 10,000 of which was done by American Pacific. We purchased the project from 130 line kilometers of geophysics. So we're putting all of this together in a district scale geological model. Now, there are a few different targets that where most of the work has been focused on historically, South Navajo and Modoc being two of those. We know there's mineralization there. Every operator in the past has spent time focusing on it. And those are the gold dominant targets. However, when you look at the full package, you look at the soil samples and the geophysics, and we've identified new targets that haven't been drilled at all. Some of the silver samples at some of these targets, almost 38,000 grams per ton silver, for example. And that's a starting point. But the geophysics also indicates that these targets are very interesting and exciting, and they just sit under a shallow cover of alluvium. So they're not visible from the surface, but certainly they're shallow targets that are worth following up on. So as we think about this project, there's been a lot of work done. We're looking to expand it from the work that has been done in the past.
I noted when I was researching the company, there was an area that you identified. I think it's called Battle Mountain, where it's is that going to be part of this work program that's going to be starting up in June?
It's one of the targets that we're looking at, and we
Yeah.
will be announcing our phase one exploration program in the coming weeks. But certainly the Battle Mountain target, and the reason why we wanted to pick up this ground was because of the historical information attached to it. We're a
Hmm.
junior public company. We've got 6 million of cash on the balance sheet, and we want to put as much of that into the ground as possible, but also looking to continue to consolidate the district. So what was very attractive about acquiring the Battle Mountain target and the land surrounding it was we had the data behind it. And as you can see from our press release from yesterday, some great silver and gold targets, from that or grades, I should say, from the data that we have.
Yeah, and just on that data, and you mentioned some of the work that had been done in the past, and that's what I would imagine, Stephen, is saving the company, millions of dollars when you think about the amount of work that had already been done, and you're able to take that information and put it to good use in what you're going to be doing coming this summer.
That's exactly it. When we think about the district, this is why we are starting with the geological model of the entire district. We're looking to put as much information into that as possible, which is going to help us inform the path for our phase one program. If we can acquire additional land with historical drilling, I mean that is a lot of value for shareholders, where we don't have to put that we don't have to get the drill bit turning there necessarily. We may still choose to do so, but it just helps us inform our decisions and really build out our district scale thesis.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like it's going to be a pretty exciting summer. We look forward to following the story as it continues to develop. And congratulations on this. Exciting times ahead for sure. And we look forward to our next conversation. Stephen, thanks very much.
Thank you, Steve. Really appreciate you having me today.
All right, there's Steven Sirbovan. He is the CEO of ICG Silver and Gold.